Hey, buddies, Potato Big Whiskey here, and welcome back to my latest addiction, Tower Dominion. Man, I've been enjoying playing this game. I'm not really sure what I want to do this time. I'm not going to bother with Frontier mode, I think. I still have a lot of these heroes that I kind of want to learn the strats with them, so I'm just going to go back down to tier 4 difficulty, because it's not like the game is easy at that difficulty anyway. I wouldn't describe this game as easy. I wouldn't describe it as hard easier. It's like it feels like it coasts on that very nice place of like mastery, where it feels really good to play at about well, all of these difficulties, but especially around about 3 and 4, like it starts to feel really good. I do have a couple of design quibbles with the game. I still haven't finished a mission with the Lions of Ravelski. Let's try Rotmister Vladask. Now, his big power is that buildings are a lot cheaper. So I'm thinking we could do something really interesting with him if we start the game. All right, let's have a look here. So we could close off one of our battlefronts already. We can't close this off because they have to have an entryway. Perhaps the strat this game is to minimize battle frontage. So let's just do that. And the question is, do we want to go straight for the Star's Call to get commander upgrades? We could go straight to the Reliquary of Judaria. It's going to be a little bit more expensive than usual, but it will still be another 15% off building costs. So we're talking a half price for our Miradors, which seems like it would be really good. Here's a 3 height. We've got another 3 height. Upgrades are a little bit more expensive. Well, this looks like a really good spot for this. Actually, this right here is fantastic. So we've got a sturdy bunker covering this. So I don't expect we will perfect this wave because we just don't have a whole lot of noise. But we want to get as many building blueprints as we can and just get as many buildings down as we can. Even Durandals are this is 4 Durandals here. That's actually crazy good. We can't quite afford them just yet, but that's okay. Oh, ow. Oh, it hurts. Mirador efficiency isn't bad. I'll go for the Mirador efficiency. Can I re-roll this? Yes, this is what I was looking for. A 3-way splitter that joins these into a single path. So where do I want my Durandal? Here's a +3 height. Perfect. So this will hopefully start doing a bit of work for us. Ouch. Yeah, we're taking some damage. We're going to need the 10% repair from the support helipad here. +5 discovery. HQ gaining 100 HP every time you place a building is actually really good. Plus we'll get another 2 Durandals. Remember, this faction doubles the number of buildings you get when you... Let's get the support helipad. That's going to give us a little bit of repair. Upgrades are expensive for us. And annoyingly, that is what I do like to spend my money on when I'm playing. So what is your target priority? Because you don't seem to be targeting... You target the enemy with the most HP, which I kind of respect, actually, from the Durandal. I respect it. Claymore defense +200 supply. That would be really useful. The Bass... I think I'm going to go for the supply. I just need to get, buildings down. Yes, I can turn this. Perfect. I want it to come around like that, and then we can start building out this one. Let's... go. It's me and Mario. I'm going to save up for the Reaper turrets. I think they do actually make a difference. Or I could go for the Banner of the Regiment. Nah, I'm going to go for the Reaper turrets. Or the Banner of the Regiment is really good. 30% firepower plus 25% cost reduction for buildings adjacent to the capital. The HQ. Yeah, let's do this. And we're also going to put this LMG position here. Ow, I'm dead. What the heck? Holy crap! Live! Live! Okay, I guess he can't. Dude, I don't know. I just don't get this faction. This faction, me and this faction, we don't mix. I swear. All right, let's go helipads. Let's go helipad Reaper turrets first. Most enemies are going to be coming from this northern and this section here. There's a +3 tile here that'll cover most of the opening area. I'll do this special reinforcement, so I have 2 gunners on top. Maybe that'll help. The Reaper turrets are helping. Okay, the Reaper turrets seem to be they just feel necessary. I don't know if I'm crazy. Cheaper Miradors is big, especially because that applies to the upgrade costs. So that now we're only playing +10% for Miradors upgrades. I can get this logistic reinforcement. It might be good for me to place another Mirador. There's a +3 over here. There's also a +3 right there. and I'll give it a special reinforcement. And hopefully they will help clear out some of these bad guys. Oof, we took a little bit of damage. We do have the repair helipad, which is nice. Like, the game isn't easy, you know what I mean? And I think I'm still learning, like, the nuances of this faction. 20% supply production could be really, really useful. It's very early, so I think that has a really good return. I do need you to go straight and come around this way. I need this to be a four-wayer. I need you to come this way, yeah. I need you to loop up. I'm going to give this guy logistic reinforcement. He covers a lot of entrances, so this is going to be 25% reload speed. Its DPS uptime is going to be higher, plus another 50% damage on this tower is great. Yeah, it feels like the Miradors do a good bit of work early game, especially if they're up high, man. Let's have a look. So we could get a scout hideout, we could get a puma and a werewolf, or we could get 2 Miradors and 2 claymores. I'm going to go for the 2 Miradors here. I really do feel like Miradors are actually really good at carrying you early game. So there's a +3. What do we got? We got any more +3s? I wish there was like a map mode to easily tell how tall a tile is. I think we're okay for now. I would love to give you a special reinforcement, but I probably won't be able to do that until midway through this round. Boom, there we go. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Supply would be amazing. I just need so much supply. I do love Miradors. Supply, give me supply. Ah, yes, this was the 4-way that I needed because I need everything to loop up around this way. Yes, perfect. We're conjoining. Let's give you a logistic reinforcement. We can't quite afford to give you one. I'll place my commander building here. Let's see how things go. Okay, so air is a bit of a problem. We're getting love tapped by air. Omega Axiom doesn't do anything for us. We already have multiples. I just need supply, and I'll take the Bastion. The Bastion's a decent building. One of my favorite buildings, actually. Veteran Reinforcement is a 50% rate of fire increase. We were struggling a little bit from this direction, so I'm going to get the Veteran Reinforcement. And hopefully that will lead to a significant amount of DPS in this area, sort of preventing enemies from getting through. Looks like he was about twice as effective. Werewolf, building adjacency. I like thorough scouting. That +5 discovery it's very early into a match, so that has a long time to pay itself off. Plus we have plenty of blueprints, so extra platforms is good for playing around height. I need to re-roll this. Here we go, a 3-way. That's perfect. Because now I can place this here, I can loop this in here, I can loop this towards that, I can loop this towards here. We're going to be sort of, well, we're going to be cooking. Let's give you logistic reinforcement. We'll save up for a couple more veterans. Very nice, very nice. Come on, come on, don't let them through, don't let them through. There you go. They're holding. Beautiful. I don't think we took any damage that round. Extra health on our HQ is okay, plus the supply. An extra blueprint is really nice. The supply is really good, and the werewolf position is actually quite good, especially if you put it adjacent to your capital on height 0. You can do a lot with that. Let's grab a veteran reinforcement on you. I know this is kind of counter to how this guy is supposed to play, but I'll put a Mirador right here to boost this proto turret. I'll put a werewolf position beside my HQ. We've got a few more towers and stuff, you know. See if we can make it work. Oh. Building HP, cheaper werewolves. It's actually really good. I'm going to grab that cheaper werewolf because we have lots of blueprints. That's not what we're struggling with. We do want to turn this path. All right, nice. We got a slow path, slow thinger here there. Let's get a second werewolf here. A height 0 bastion. I either want height 0 or height 3 bastions. I don't want anything in between that. Ideally, because they're more efficient at either height, but they're not as efficient at the heights in between. I'm going to go for the Order of the Claimed Sky and the Reliquary of Judaria. I think we have enough DPS on the map that we can kind of safely now go for this and save 15% building costs. So it'll be even cheaper for us to place buildings. Nice. I think we got through that round without taking any damage. Very nice. Scout highlights are pretty good. I do like the werewolf positions. We already have an upgrade for them to make them even cheaper. So let's grab the Reliquary of Judaria, and now our buildings are super cheap. We'll be able to spam werewolves. We do have flying enemies we need to worry about, as well as stealth. Thankfully, we do have stealth detection. on the majority of our Miradors already. So it's not necessary that Devasaurs, which are camouflaged, will be a major problem for us. Mirador efficiency is good. Mirador costs is really good. Let's go for more costs on Miradors. It means any future Miradors we get is even better. I do want a 3-way right there. Beautiful. And then I just need to connect these, and we've moved the entrance this way. I'm going to get myself a couple of Warwolf positions. I'm going to put a platform here twice so that we can set up for a bastion that's going to go there. And I may even put a bunker right behind it or something. We'll kind of see about that. A bunker or a Puma, depending on what I feel like doing. Yeah, some of these faster enemies are starting to get through. Okay. Now, unfortunately, the Claymore defense kind of relies on upgrades. Oh, that's a lot of money right there. Sturdy bunkers are good. That's so much money, though. So much cash. Put a bastion right there. I want to put a Puma behind it. I could put a Puma behind it. Put a platform plus a Puma behind it. So now we got pretty good coverage of this area. Interlocking fire zones. I need a corner piece here. I need a straight piece here. I need a corner piece here and another straight piece. We've got a few pieces to build. Some of the buildings we have don't scale amazingly. So I'm going to hope for a good reroll here, while I look to just upgrade my existing buildings. Okay, doesn't look like anything got through. We were pretty low health from the previous wave. Oh yes, Miradors. Cheaper bastions, very nice. And a Mirador, a pair of them. So there's the straight piece that we were looking for. We've pushed more enemies up here. Now that does have the consequence of pushing more enemies over here. So we're going to need to be cognizant of that, conscious of this. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking through my thoughts here in terms of where and what I want to place. I think it might be good if I went for the underground depot here. That'll give us a 50% damage and rate of fire boost. It won't detect detection anymore, but that +2 range is big in terms of uptime, and it does give us damage and rate of fire, so we do shoot faster. And then if we go for logistic reinforcement plus veteran reinforcement, we actually have a pretty comparable tower to the ones on the high grounds. They're not completely incomparable, and they're also not perfectly comparable, but they're sort of ballpark roughly equal. But the advantage of this one is that it's actually activating a proto turret, so I think that evens the measuring, I guess, a little bit. Evens the score. Ooh, 7% building costs per battlefront. That's going to be really nice, but it also isn't going to be nice because we're actually looking to close our battlefronts. But like our Miradors cost 33 right now, which is kind of insane, actually. Yeah, the Bastion just doesn't do much damage with these basic heavy Vencedors. It's really down to either going for the shooting floors or the pulse cannon. Since nothing has a shield yet, I don't think it's necessary to do that just yet. Let's go with this. We'll put a Bastion right there. I would like to put a Mirador here as well. It's got good coverage on a nice high tile. Yeah, so even though our upgrades are expensive, we save so much money on placement that it kind of works out to be similar. Funny enough. Cheaper Pumas, more platforms. I do love platforms. Puma costs, like cost reductions on things, is extremely useful for me. I definitely wanted a 4-way tile here, but I am going to reroll. Give me another reroll. Perfect. I got a corner piece. Now we're going to close another entrance. We're down to 3 entrances, so 60% of units are going to be coming from here. 33% are going to be coming from here. That is actually really great. I'm going to put a platform. Oh, it's already on 3 height. I'm going to put a Mirador here to activate this Dirium Spire that's going to give us a 5% boost against shields across our entire battlefield. It's not game changer, but it's like nice. I'm going to put a platform here plus a Puma, and then we'll send the wave. We just have a lot of kind of low tier guns helping out, doing a little bit of work. Beautiful. I definitely want to give you veteran reinforcement. You cover a lot of angles. This upgrade is like a 50% upgrade. Oh, Bastion efficiency is big. Bastion cost is also huge. Yeah, cheaper Bastion cost is massive. But I would also like to get Yeah, I think cheaper. We just need to get stuff down. And we still have these to upgrade, and this makes the, high ground expertise a lot cheaper. All right, what do we got? I'm going to upgrade this Mirador with logistic reinforcement, so it'll do a little bit more DPS. Have detection. We're fighting a lot of stealthed enemies, so detection is actually extremely useful in this run. I'm going to give you special reinforcement and logistic reinforcement as well. The first two upgrades triples the damage, and then the final upgrade doubles it once again. Building HP increased by 10%, plus more Miradors. Tight placement plus platforms. I just need more buildings to place, so I'm going to go for the Mirador here. I need to reroll, and I need some kind of corner-ish piece. I'm going to place this like that. So now I'm happy with a corner piece here, a straight piece here, or a 3 or a 4 conjoining piece. So I'll place that right there. Send the wave. I'm going to play a little bit conservatively with my money. Or rather, conservatively with placing new towers, because I think what's kind of more important to me right now is just getting the extra few tiles to connect this up and getting down to a single battlefront. Supply cheaper Puma plus Miradors. Let's do it. Let's go for the full veteran on you. You're full veteran. Can't afford the full veteran on you. That's fine. Send the wave. I feel like we're in an okay position. We are going to be going up against some rough guys, and the floating canids. It's going to be a problem because we have reduced the number of battlefronts. We'll just eat that. I think we'll just accept that that's going to be a problem. Bastion efficiency is big for us long term, so let's grab that. 4-way tile with no reroll, so the 4-way tile is going to go right there. Remember, we were happy with that. And this is going to be the kill zone through which all enemies will pass. That's kind of the goal. We just need to connect these two, and then all enemies will pass through this area, essentially. And we can concentrate firepower in and around this sort of square of path. And so now that we know that that's where we want to be building, I feel like I could start placing stuff like high ground Miradors that will chip away at the enemies. Now they are getting through to do a bit of damage to us. It's a bit of a problem. It's a big 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 problem. Nope. We're okay. Mirador efficiency would be sick, since we have so many of them and they're so upgraded. This guy did 2,000 damage. Good damage on a lot of these guys. I think we just need more. Let's get us another one right there. Full send on the upgrades. Oh, come on, don't kill me. Jesus. I think a big problem that I'm seeing with this faction is their HQ just can't take damage. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with this faction, but this red faction, I can play the green, I can play the blue, I can't play this red faction. I don't know what it is. Let's try Kanazza Denshikova again on difficulty 4. I don't like this early game layout, but it's fine. I'm going to put a Mirador next to my HQ. I'm going to grab the underground depot for range plus the logistic reinforcement. I'll grab the support helipad for the recon boost. And then the second I can afford it, I would like to get the Reaper turrets. That'll help us out in the early game to defend. 2 platforms on threat reveal is really good, a round 1, because that's guaranteed 10 platforms over the course of the game. So I'm going to grab that advanced warning. Plus, sturdy bunkers, if built in a chain, can actually do a lot of work. I would like to get close support to try and buff up the health of my HQ, because that's a problem that I've noticed throughout multiple runs, is just your HQ dies when you're playing this faction, so easily. While you have only one Mirador, the HQ gains +2 range and 20% damage. That could actually get us through the early game in a really nice way. I'm going to just join these 2 battlefronts because they're kind of in an awkward spot. We'll go for close support, so our HQ actually has really good range now. And we'll give it more DPS with close support, and it'll repair now a little bit more effectively. Commander gaining detection is cool. I think I'm going to grab a bastion here, and I'm going to start working on this thing so I can get cheaper buildings. Because I think that'll help us scale. 15% discount on placing buildings is pretty good scaling in my opinion. Like, yeah, we're tanking some hits, but we have 15% repair. The Durandal position plus 200 supply seems big right now. Where the hell do I put this three-wayer? Now, let's go for the Order of the Claimed Sky and then the Reliquary of Judaria, and then start spamming buildings. I think that's the play. Let's go for bunkers, man. All right, boom. Reliquary of Judaria. We just need to survive this wave and we can start placing new buildings down. Just need to survive this wave. It's rough. It's rough out there. Like, you take damage. Cheaper Miradors, 25% HP on the HQ. Yes! What are you? Cheaper upgrades for the adjacent buildings. Got it. Okay. I'm going to put 2 platforms here and then a sturdy bunker as soon as I can afford it. Oh, we're dying. Come on. Sturdy bunk. Cheaper Miradors once again. Makes me want to place more Miradors. I'll put a bunker here. Maybe it'll help. Oh, it's not helping! Dude, I don't understand this faction. I don't understand the faction. Who's the guy who starts out with a bunch of bunkers? That's one of these guys. I just don't get this faction, dude. This guy I kind of understood. I'm gonna try this lady again. Lots of entry points. Let's go for the max entry points build. Here we go. More entry points. Let's do it. A height 3 Mirador. Yes, yes, yes. So we got a maxed out Mirador, hopefully to kill/slow down the enemy. Oh, we made it through. 20% supply production this early into a run is crazy strong. It adds up so well. Now we need to get this Rampart missile silo down. It attacks all entry points at the same time. Oh. Now that is juicy. Mirador right here is good. It's in a good position. It's on a height 3. It can spam out a little bit of damage. We can level it up even. Beautiful. Good, 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 good. Okay, we haven't taken any damage. We're getting it, I think. Higher tier doctrines. Let's do it. I want to maximize the number of paths that I have. Logistic reinforcement on you. Let's do it. Nice. We will go for veteran reinforcement as well. Okay, we took our first chunks of damage. Maybe the support helipad for the repair would be good. Ooh, extra reroll supply plus the Warwolf position. Warwolf position's pretty good. I'm saving up for the veteran reinforcement on this Mirador because it's really good DPS. We're taking a little bit damage. That's okay. We can tank for another round or two without needing to start repairs. What do you got? Supply and a Puma? I'll take supply and a Puma just because I need a little bit of cash to get me surviving. Oh, I want to re-roll this. Yes, and I got money for re-rolling. Oh, it's beautiful. Boom. All right, veteran reinforcement. I'm going to save it for a Warwolf beside the base. But we've got pretty good DPS over here. We're lacking over here now. Let's take the support helipad. We need the repairs. Even though it's only 150 health per round right now. Cheaper Miradors is good. More Warwolf positions are also really great. I just don't think sturdy bunkers are very good. But a Warwolf here is great. If I can give it easy access for the double reload. Like, it didn't do a whole lot of damage, but it will. More Miradors. I do think my Miradors are helping a lot right now. So this would reduce the total number of entryways. We want to maximize our entryways. So like, if anything, we want to put this here. Optimize. Here's another +3. We like good coverage on the Mirador. It's important. Still tanking a little bit of damage, but it's not as bad. The Werewolf is helping. Mirador efficiency is big because we have a lot of highly upgraded Miradors, so that's what we're going to go for. Let's go for special reinforcement. That doubles the DPS of this turret. And then we're going to go for logistic reinforcement because that's another 50% increase. So we've basically tripled the damage of this tower. Good, good, good. I would love to get some platforms. It would let me place another super efficient Mirador like here. Come on. Oh, we're just almost avoiding damage. Actually, I think we might have avoided damage this round. That's big. Ooh, getting 2 doctrines. Cheaper buildings for battlefronts. That's actually, this is amazing for my hero. For my build too. Oh, cheaper Miradors? Hell yes. Okay, another doctrine. More Mirador efficiency. This is massive. I need this pathway to be longer, but I will just make this pathway longer for now. Because I can't make this one longer because these have to join together in an annoying fashion. Here's a +3. It's kind of in an awkward position. Oh, what's this? 5% damage per battlefront. That's actually amazing. So our DPS is up. Maybe I should get the Reaper turrets. Or the banner of the regiment. Mirador efficiency 3. Mirador costs. I gotta go for the Mirador efficiency because it just lets me get more out of what I already have on the map, and that just gives me time to potentially get more going. Let's do logistic reinforcement on you. You have good range, good DPS, flying and fast. Be careful. Yeah. Well, we just don't have a huge amount of resources to try to deal with these incoming. Like I don't. Okay. Okay. We took a tiny chunk of damage, but we're surviving. Nice. Okay, we made it through. Oh, Mirador expertise. That's a good one. 10 recon is really, really nice. We've got a 4-way addition. Let's add it right there. What are you? HP repairs 50% or HQ repairs 15% HP every round. That's quite good. I think I can activate this with this like Star's Call thing. Yeah, it's active now. Beautiful. This is active. Is now the time? If I surround up my HQ with... Your magazine is only 1. There's no way to increase your magazine, is there? Here's the thing. If we got 20, if we took this, okay, let's say, let's do some hypotheticalizing here, right? Let's say we took the banner of the regiment, all right? The wardens would fire a little bit faster, and then we'd get a 25% discount. That would save me about 25, 75, 100, plus another 150. So I would save 250 off every warden. If I went for this. So I only have to fully upgrade 2 wardens, and this is paid for itself in terms of costs. And then the DPS increase isn't like horrendous either. I think we're going to do that. We're going to go for the banner of the regiment and then start upgrading wardens adjacent to this. I don't know if it's a good strategy, but they have the warden protocol, which gives them a lot of stats. Gives them 200% damage and 2 range. Oh, Werewolf efficiency. Yes. 20% damage, rate of fire, and reload speed. That's a straight up good DPS increase. All right, so banner of the regiment, boom. Now easy access is cheaper. We could go for cybernetic loader. High damage, high rate of fire. I'd rather go for shrapnel, but this would let me use tech. I'm gonna use tech. I'm gonna go for cybernetic loader. And you can see this thing fires fast now. Okay, so a bunch of supply or a Mirador and a Bastion. I already have plenty of blueprints, so I kind of just need the supply. No, I don't want you there. This here, I need this to be longer. Can I reroll? Nope. Can I reroll again? Nope. Can I reroll again? Nope. All right, we got unlucky with our choices. Our decisions reflect poorly upon us. Let's get another Werewolf, easy access, cybernetic loader. We'll do the same again. I can't afford it, that's fine. Ooh, some of these shield boys are getting through because this is just too close. I need like a 4-way splitter over there. Eventually I will save up for the Rampart missile silo, don't you worry about that. Tier 2 blueprints are more likely to appear. Buildings adjacent to 4 other buildings gain 20% damage. HQ base damage. I think I'm going to go for the optimized setup. We'll go for higher tier buildings. Let's get our 4th werewolf. I will go for easy access cybernetic loader. I just need a little bit more cash on you and I can do that. You see the warden, man, they're just cha-chunk, 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 cha-chunk. Cheaper werewolves. Ooh, another rampart missile silo. Gaining doctrines. I gotta go for the rampart missile, maybe. Damn, this is actually a set of really hard choices, like cheaper werewolf positions, focused militarization. I think every single one of these choices is completely valid. The least valid thing here is the claymore defense, and possibly the most valid is this, although I kind of just want to do ramparts, but I won't be able to use them for a long time. So I think cheaper werewolves means I can get the warden protocols sooner for less. Yes, here's a 4x4. Perfect. Now that did cut our battlefronts down to 2, but that's fine. Cybernetic loader. We can almost start doing warden protocols. I do need to keep an eye out and see which angles am I struggling to stop enemies coming from. And it looks like it might be from this southern area here, so I think maybe a Mirador in the nearby area would be quite good. The Durandal position is quite good because it attacks the strongest foe, plus platforms are actually extremely useful. The question is it time to upgrade my Star's Call? I think it is. 15% building cost is going to add up. I'll put a platform right here because I plan to put a Mirador on that corner. Beautiful. We are shredding. Don't know if I need it or want a salamander. More platforms for the Durandal positions is great, honestly. We have a blank tile. I don't want a blank tile. I actually want to maximize the number of entrances in my game. So where are enemies coming too close? I think over here we need to add some extra distance. I'm going to add a Mirador here and I'm going to upgrade it. Again, the Mirador doesn't do the highest DPS. It doesn't do the most work. But it does work. It does steady, consistent damage. Took a little bit of damage from this north side. Stuff is getting through. Let's add another Mirador. We need to add some distance up here, I think. Cheaper Miradors is good, as this does stack with itself. More werewolf positions could be great, plus the supply is really useful, especially when you're tanking. When you're tanking damage. Let's go for special reinforcement, logistic, and veterans. That's all of our money spent. I think I would like to start getting my warden protocols up to make these werewolves do a little bit more work. My Miradors are holding. We took a little bit of damage from the southwest section here. It is kind of RNG depending on where enemies come from and you know, the targeting priorities. There's a decent amount of RNG involved. We actually have a lot of blueprints. So we don't need the Omega Emitter this game as far as I'm concerned. The Claymore defense is good, but I don't think we need it. I think I'm going to go for supply and platforms because we have a lot of, you know, we can benefit a lot from high range. I would like to re-roll this for more entrances. Okay, 3 entrances is good. I don't think I need more than that. I needed this to be further away, so I'll do this. What is this? Adjacent buildings get plus damage, but they cost more to upgrade. That's pretty good. Probably a good spot for my Durandals to go. They like being adjacent to neutral buildings. Let's do Warden Protocols on this guy. Now, they did not do much damage, but the Warden Protocol should hopefully increase their uptime and their total DPS. So start doing the Warden Protocol. Part of their problem is their attacks have a little bit of travel time. Werewolf Mastery, let's do it. Boom. So our werewolves are now 30% more efficient. But if they can lock onto a target and pound them, I think they actually do pretty good work. Problem is they keep locking onto sort of weaklings that get chipped away by our Miradors. Yeah, look, 4k damage on this one, 4k damage on you. So now they're doing pretty damn good. 6k on you, that's lovely. Retribution missiles. I'm gonna take some more werewolves. What do we got? A two entrancer? I need more. Actually, that's a great spot right there. Yeah, we'll put that right there. I might save up. I can't save up because I'm getting killed. Let's put you up high. We'll put a Durandal here. We'll give it a long barrel. And maybe it'll help. Oh, that's so close. Dangerous. Enemies are decently spread out, which is fine. It's not terrible for us. Okay, good. We actually beat that pretty okay. Air commands. Air commands are sick, but I don't think I... Oh, I right-clicked. I wasn't trying to click it. Frig. All right, let's send this wave. I want to go for the Rampart missile silo. It's time. Took a little damage. Took a little damage. Some of these flying enemies are getting through. That's a bit of a problem for us, the flying enemies. Rampart missile. So it needs a lot of space. Oh, the division relay. I've never used that building before. Honestly, that's fine there. Oh, it's interestingly shaped too. Okay, Rampart missiles. It needs 3x2. So if I added... I don't think it cares about range, does it? That's a good question. Let's see. Targets all entry points instead of 4. Oh! The weapon launches a missile salvo towards each entry point with each salvo. So its rate of fire is 1. So it fires like every second or reload speed of 0.5 magazine. So it fires every 3 seconds, roughly speaking. If adjacent to at least 7 buildings, all buildings gain detection. Sturdy bunkers gain +2 range. Gain +2 sturdy bunkers. Oh, damn. +10 targets, 50% explosion. Ooh. Ooh. High capacity looks crazy. It's super expensive though. Hey, let's save up for it. Let's see what happens. So it's firing at... it's firing up to 4 times, I think. I want this high capacity. I need it. I have 11 entrances. So I think it targets enemies within a certain range of entrances. Cheaper Durandals is huge. They're very expensive buildings. I can't quite get high capacity. Let's launch the wave. Oh my god, they do so much damage. It's really damn good. Dude, this thing is going to shit out missiles. I got the high capacity upgrade. We just need to survive. No! Bro, this faction, dude, I just don't get this faction. I can win with the greens, I can win with the blues. I just don't get the reds, man. Maybe I should go down to a lower difficulty. Let's go with this lady, right? She's got discovery. We're going to go down to a lower difficulty and we're going to just learn what's going wrong. All right, let's do that. I'm going to go for the support radar. I'll get a couple of Miradors adjacent to the HQ. And we're going to play it just slow, safe, steady. Because sometimes when you're struggling, man, sometimes you got to go back to basics. You know what I mean? Base HP by 1,000. There we go. Let's try to survive. You're on height 0. So I would prefer underground depot. What have we got here? Mirador, Bastion, Warwolf. Let's grab some more Miradors. Turn you to the left. I'm going to go for the cheaper buildings now. Like, I think I can get away with it. We have a bunch of health. We can tank. Oh, huge supply boost in the early game. Nice. All right, now we'll start doing our underground depots to give us range and damage and rate of fire. Commander HP I don't care for, really. The Durandals are just so expensive is part of the problem, though. I'll grab some sturdy bunkers and supply. Yeah, go straight there. Ooh, what's this? Gains detection and range. Nice. Logistic reinforcement. Awesome. The Miradors are doing work. Oh, yes. 400 supply off the bat. Give me that. I'm going to go for the Reaper turrets. Well, here's the thing. Do I want my Miradors to support my HQ, or do I want my HQ to support my Miradors? I kind of like the idea of the HQ supporting my turrets. So what if I went for the Banner of the Regiment, and now I can get the Veteran Reinforcement, and I got a high-range, decent DPS tower right next to my HQ, you know, doing a little bit of work, and I can start to build up my repertoire of similarly persuaded towers. Mirador efficiency, let's go. Let's do that right there. You're going to take the underground depot. We're going to send the next wave. Bam, 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 bam. Mirador efficiency, let's go. Logistic reinforcement. We'll send the next wave. All right, we're holding. Advanced Mirador. Oh no, but the Mirador efficiency is crazy good. Because that means everything we've already invested goes further. Let's go for the veteran reinforcement. That's +1 weapon and a 50% rate of fire. Nice. Nice. We're holding. Beautiful. Omega emitter. I think I just want more Miradors. I'm going to lean heavily into Miradors here. I don't want a 4-way splitter. Well, I kind of have to, but here's fine. What are you? HQ repairs every wave. That's actually a good pickup. I'm going to put a Mirador right there with an underground depot on it, so it has good, you know, a good uptime. Range is uptime. That's the way I want you to think about it. So range is really, really useful for getting the most out of your towers, because it means they shoot for longer. Okay, between the Puma and the Sturdy Bunker, or the Sturdy Bunker and the Light Mortar, I really don't like light mortars. I think I prefer Claymore defenses over Sturdy Bunkers, because at least these guys can shoot in 3 directions. Or like in multiple directions at least. I'll put a Mirador here, and I'll go for the underground depot on it too. Boom, underground depot. We're going to save up for the logistic reinforcement. Mirador expertise, that's 10 recon production, that's huge. All right, we're holding, no problems. Like I'm having no problems on this difficulty, so dude, plus 2% damage per entry point. I currently have 5, so that's a 10% damage boost. Mirador cost though is sick. Let's do it. Mirador, cheaper Miradors, yeah. 40 supply production, damn. That's nice. That's nice right there. All right, our enemies, we're holding them. I want more Miradors. I've been leaning so heavily into them. Got our veteran reinforcement in there. I do have a scout hideout. I'm going to put a platform here and then put a scout hideout on it and then grab the far sight target system so they see really far. So they have basically 100% uptime. Oh yes, cheaper Miradors, let's go. Here we go. This is a nice building. Oh, 5% damage per battlefront. It's only a 5% damage increase right now, but I'm not gonna look at a gift neutral building in the mouth. Let's put a platform here. I'll put a Mirador there, and then I'm gonna go for a special reinforcement for detection, logistic reinforcement too, because I don't know if we're gonna have to fight anything that's invisible here. Like, the question is, do we want DPS on these things, or do we want them to be able to detect? And that can sometimes be a difficult choice. Each building adjacent to at least one other building gains a 5% rate of fire boost. That's not bad. The medium mortar is okay. I'll go for the Claymore defense. Lots of LMG stuff. Let's do veteran reinforcement here. We'll do an underground depot. Let's send our wave. Like, this almost seems like this is going to be the most hubris shit I ever say, but this almost feels easy. Oh, cheaper Miradors again. Mirador 3, yes. Boom. All buildings gain 10% damage against air units. That's really nice. More Miradors with a nice range. 100% recon amounts in reinforcement. I don't know if that's really important. I guess it does make it nicer. It makes that option a little bit more attractive. Let's get you a Mirador here. Underground depot. Logistic reinforcement. Veteran reinforcement. So we just got like so much DPS concentrated around our main. Like, once they hit this spot right here, just the sheer amount of firepower is like really saucing them. Oh, 60% supply production plus more Miradors. Ooh, the howitzer is good though. Okay, this will be the last Mirador that I place adjacent, because I think any further away and they only really start activating here, which is very late for the DPS to come online, if you know what I mean. This is where howitzers might be the play. So which building do I want to master next? The problem is I'm already so deep and I've mastered the Mirador. I'm going to go with a bastion right there. I'm going to go simple design, roof snipers, and shooting floor. That's my play. Simple design, roof snipers, shooting floor. Roof snipers is online. Shooting floor is not quite online. Ooh, tight ranks isn't bad. I'll go for tight ranks. We already have a lot of blueprints, so we don't need more blueprints. That's the thing. Let's put in the shield bug spot over there. Shooting floor. They're dividing. We need a lot of guns. Got it. I have a lot of guns. Okay, they're getting in over here. So now the game's going to get a little harder. Here's our shooting floor. So these protectors will shoot. Ooh, tier 2 doctrines are more likely to appear, plus the super heavy pulse defense. That's nice. I'll put this here, I guess. Make more enemies come from this lane. Have to go past the bastions. Put a werewolf here. I might actually start going for heavy shells. That +1 range really adds up, especially with the Warden Protocol. Ooh, Bastion efficiency and Miradors is really sick. The Recon is nice, as are the Werewolf positions. I think I do like Bastion efficiency. If I'm going to be leaning into anything, Bastions seem like a pretty decent thing to lean into. Let's add another heavy shell, Cybernetic Loader, Warden. Werewolf, I call them Wardens because of the Warden Protocol, but we will be going for the Warden Protocol. Do I have a height 3 tile somewhere that I could plonk this little scout sniper? Right here, big uptime. They don't do a lot of damage, but the fact that they only cost recon and they only use a single tier 3 tile, and they chip away at the enemy, right? They choose the most full HP enemy close to the HQ. Scout hideout efficiency isn't bad. Plus more bastions. I'll do it. I'm going to re-roll this. I'm going to turn you. Oh, extra recon production. Well. I'll put a Mirador right there. I'll give it underground bunker, logistic, and veteran. I could put a platform here and get another one of these bastions. They're really good. Do I want to go with the simple design, or I think I'll go with the high ground expertise, and then maybe the shooting floor. I don't know if I'll go with the roof snipers. We'll think about it. We got our enemies in a bind. Cheaper bastions plus ammo depot. That's awesome. Yes, I like ammo depots. Don't want the roof snipers, the roof-based pulse cannon. I mean, they're really good against shields. We're not really struggling against shields. I think maybe this just has more raw DPS. I'll go for the shooting floor too. Like, the range on this is now decent. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. It's hard to tell if you ever made the right decision, you know? You can't really A/B test. You gotta just kind of vibes it out and learn like the stats and stuff and kind of figure out how to do mental math and things like that. But this thing did like 12k damage. It's like pretty damn respectable. Ooh, cheaper buildings, but they cost more to upgrade. I think this actually works out being okay for small, like low tier buildings. Air domination is good. Just 15% extra damage to air is like, that's actually really hard to pass up. Okay, this is the final wave. It's the full invasion. Plus 10 recon production, that would be nice. I know it's technically the final wave, but it's not how I'm thinking right now. Okay, let's get our Warden protocols in and around the main. I wouldn't mind the underground garage. I think I would like the Navy support. I'd love to save up for that. Oh damn, yeah, they're getting in here. But the Warden protocol kicking in. Big AoE. We're Shredderic Barbarossing them. Alright, not bad. That's technically a victory. Win an expedition with Prime Knaze Estelia. Upon discovering a neutral location, gain 350 supply. Ooh. Win 6 expeditions gets you a plasma fence. Okay, so I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go off screen. And I'm going to go through. I'm going to win an expedition with every one of these goddamn people, I think, to unlock their stuff. Just on tier 1, and maybe try to figure out like how they work. And maybe by unlocking a bunch of doctrines, I will have better understanding of this faction. Because whatever it is, okay, like I said, no problem beating the game with these blue guys, or rather, I have been able to achieve it pretty reliably with these guys, and pretty reliably with these guys, but just I've literally only won the first rank here. So I'm gonna go off screen. I'm gonna do some studying. I'm gonna do some learning. I might record it. Who knows? I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.